Welcome back to part 2 of episode 10 of the Burning Table. Al, you were going to go on about Raw for a little bit.
Yeah, I caught Raw last week. Briefly, the match we missed off No Mercy was the #1 contenders match between Batista and JBL.
How is JBL still the main event line?
It seemed pointless, but the match, to be fair to them, they booked it well because it was short and to the point.
Well,
Batista won, it wasn't very exciting. But then they decided to put a rematch on Raw. But Jericho, the special guest referee.
Is this not the next night after No Mercy when, in the absence of Micah Damley,
Yeah,
Jericho was put in charge?
Yeah, but what happened is, one point Jericho was out, and Mike Adamy turned up to send a proper referee down. Which obviously counted the free, because you know Batista wasn't going to lose his #1 contendership, especially against JBL, so yeah, Batista's still the #1 contender, surprisingly. And,
is it just me, or for the last 2 years has Batista been persistently #1 contender?
Yeah.
He's never been world champion, but every single, no matter who's got the belt, Batista always seems to be #1 contender.
And that sets us up for Cyber Sunday, because he's against Jericho, and you get to choose the ref.
No, wait there. You is only applicable if you are a member of the WWE Universe, according to the website, which appears to be by the fact that they're only texting the votes this year. They're not actually letting you vote on WWE.com as they have done in the past.
I find it bizarre, because surely that's a much better medium, but is it as lucrative as texting?
Yeah, because when you voted on WWE.com, it's free.
That's what I'm saying, but it's as lucrative for them. Texting obviously gets them more money.
Texting gets them loads more
Yeah,
money.
so that's probably why they're doing it.
But they're only doing it in the United States. Which is, I have nothing against America. Hello to any Americans if you're watching. But I have just a really, really bizarre thing of they say that the WWE Universe gets to choose the guest referee. No, we don't. We're over here in the UK, and as a result, I'm really not giving a toss about Cyber Sunday at the moment. I'm a bit.
I can't vote, but just the three options are Randy Orton, which there's no reason.
Guest referee for Jericho Batista.
There's no reason at all to put Orton in there.
Randy Orton.
Shawn Michaels, which is more of a, I think Shawn Michaels possibly with a feud, but probably not.
Shawn Michaels would probably still do the whole Jericho Michaels thing and take that one off, which would be a continuation for the last 6 months worth of storylines.
Well, then you've got good old Austin. Probably get voted in. Hasn't really got a point with him. I mean, he feuded with both. Well, Jericho beat him to become the undisputed champ, and then you had
7 years ago.
And then you had Michaels Austin at WrestleMania as well.
More than 7 years ago.
14? No, 11. Become up to 11 years.
Yeah.
So yeah, you've got that, but maybe there's rumours Austin at WrestleMania this year, so it might sort of get some feud going with someone.
Yeah, but you wouldn't have Austin just wrestling.
You wouldn't have Austin Jericho, really, would you?
You wouldn't have Austin for the world title, would you?
Oh no, I'm not saying the world title match. I'm saying like feuding with someone to WrestleMania.
Yeah.
But it's only
no one.
Austin Jericho, would it be?
No.
I suppose you could hop on back to the undisputed thing, but still.
No, I don't want to do that.
No. That's your three choices there. Of course, the other vote, which is
this is Santino. Now, I have to admit, whenever I watch Santino do the honk me tail, I think he's amazing.
He was also
myself.
He's also taking the piss out of Beth Phoenix, saying if she had a fabulous moolah meter, she'd have to go another 22 years to beat it. So apparently she was champ from 1950 odds to it was absolutely young. She had the belt for.
I like it. I like it. I think he's a really good guy on the microphone. I don't know, wrestling wise,
he's a good comedy character, isn't he?
As far as comedy goes, you can't get better at the moment than Raw. He's amazing. The thing with Batista the other night. Okay, they squashed the Intercontinental Champion, which is never a good idea. But that's the bad part about it. But do you see the meet at the start with the brain cells?
No.
Santino, he have something. This thing came up. 12 trillion brain cells. But Batista, he have 12 brain cells. It was brilliant.
Possibly true as well.
Possibly true, yeah.
But anyway, you can vote who he defends his Intercontinental title.
Yeah.
Now you can have Roddy Piper, former champ.
No.
He wrestled at the Rumble, as recent as the Rumble this year.
Yeah. He didn't look good.
Bit out of shape, yeah. You can have Goldust, who's just currently left TNA.
More comebacks than Lazarus, that man. And it's only because his dad in the booking school.
Because Goldust a couple of times Intercontinental Champion.
You'll never get rid of that Goldust character, ever.
He's a good character, but I think he's had his time.
Definitely. I think he had his time in 1998.
Yeah, but the honky tonky man.
The honky tonky man, which is what they want you to vote for. They bend it towards the honky tonk man.
But I want to vote for him, and I can't. That's someone voting for me there, but that's
someone voting for Al. Yeah. I don't want to ruin it. The honky tonk man thing should be kept until like WrestleMania or something like that.
Yeah, but
I just think it would be really, really funny if if Santino should keep the Intercontinental title that long, and it gets to like the WrestleMania and he's defending against someone and he ends up beating them, and he's like going put my title up at anybody who come down, and then it's like then all of a sudden you get the honky tonk man, then honky tonk man comes down and they have a little short match. Hopefully. Yeah,
you don't imagine honky tonk man's in any wrestling fit state. I mean, he's probably the oldest out of the three as well. Maybe I don't know. And as far as I know, he hasn't done active wrestling for. I could be wrong. No. But I've never heard him active.
Apparently, he makes the occasional appearance in Ring of Honor.
Does he?
Not wrestling, but
just appearance. The last proper match, I think, I could be wrong, was Royal Rumble '98. He was in. Now I know he was in 2001 Rumble, but he insisted on just getting hit on the head with a guitar. There was no wrestling involved really. No. But 98 he stayed in there a little bit and did a few. I mean, not anything major, but he did a few things. So, but I hope it is a honky tonk man. But I don't know. I think it'll just be a squash match either way, or Beth Phoenix interfere or something. And I don't know.
That's gonna be it.
Or honky tonk man just come out and sing, possibly.
Possibly. The other vote that was put up the other night.
Oh, I know this one.
Have you not seen this one?
No, I'm sorry.
Who does Triple H defend his title against?
They should also do a text vote. Who cares who Triple H defends?
Who cares? Yeah. Basically, you can vote for him to squash Jeff Hardy.
Yeah.
Squash Vladimir Kozlov.
I quite like that character, but keep going.
Or squash them both together in a triple threat match.
I presume Koloff by himself isn't going to win.
No.
But it's probably, a lot of fans might want to see another, but they've already done that twice this year.
Yeah,
well, technically I think one was back in the last year, but still.
Because it's going to, if it's the same thing again, if it's going to be Jeff Hardy takes Triple H to the limit, and then just like has a rookie mistake and gets pinned at the end, then it's just going to be really dull and boring.
Yeah, but you could argue, like, for fans who believe it's real, they could say, well, Jeff Hardy nearly beat me, nearly had him a rematch, he could have him.
Yeah.
Well, I personally see this triple threat matches for something different. I quite like this Vladimir Koloff character because he's just basic, but he's quite brutal in the ring.
You like this face?
No, he's quite brutal in the ring. He's quite stiff.
That possibly means unskilled.
Possibly.
And let's not forget.
Well, let's not forget the Warrior was stiff and unskilled, but he was bloody amazing.
Well, yeah. You marked out the Warrior. Definitely, you had to.
Have we got time for TNA?
We've got about 2 minutes left.
Yeah, you do your TNA, Cameron.
I don't know how long. It might stretch over the third.
Well, I'll let you. Don't worry.
Fair enough. Right. TNA. We don't talk about TNA a lot. I know people might get in touch with us and say, "Hey, you just talk about WWE all the time, blah blah," which we do because we all grew up with WWE and that's what we're kind of used to. I do try and catch a bit of TNA when I can, only because they're a bit YouTube friendlier than WWE are. The problem I have at the moment is Mick Foley has signed for TNA. He nearly did it 3 years ago, and he's done it now, and Jeff Jarrett's brought him in the storyline. Now, the first problem I had was the fact that Jeff Jarrett had a whole promo against Kurt Angle and Sting, saying that they were the old guard, keeping, all the younger guys down and all this kind of stuff, and blah blah blah, and you need to get the new generation into TNA and la 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 la. And then at the end of that promo he introduced Mick Foley, who is a guy who retired, in inverted commas, about 8.5 years ago.
No Way Out 2000, didn't it?
Yeah, No Way Out 2000, and it was just like, what? How does that make any logical sense whatsoever? But by the by, you can let that swing. And then they've got, I'm just seeing how much time we've got left, just under a minute. This will stretch over, I'm convinced. Then you've got, Angle seems to be pissed off with Jarrett, which is fine and viable, but then Foley seems to just interject himself. I did a promo the other night on Impact, which just confused me.
It wasn't a good housekeeping match by any chance.
No, it wasn't.
No, right then.
No, thankfully. But it was just a bit... It's a bit weird, and I thought it was a bit of a risk that TNA took, or Foley took, that kind of backfired, from what I could see. But we are running out of time now. We'll
save it at
10 seconds left.
We'll do a cliffhanger.
We'll just... in part 3, we'll go over what I'm on about.